DJ headphones get a lot of use for live performance, music production, and casual listening. So today I'm going to take a look at Shure's affordable SRH550DJ. Now when I think about DJ headphones, I normally expect to have some increase in the bass response as well as in the upper frequencies, really to compensate for the environment that they're used in more than anything else. I also expect them to be lightweight, comfortable, and durable. So when we check out the SRH550DJ, we're going to look for all of those things. Got a few tests for you. Let's see what we get. Now, when I think of a DJ headphone, I expect to have some boost in the low frequencies as well as the high frequencies. Now, looking at the comparison here, this is a log comparison, and of course, logarithmic analysis gives us a better idea of what we would hear. And I can see that slight boost in the high end as well as the low end. Nothing excessive here. Certainly the mid-range I wouldn't think is going to be muffled looking at this. Let's check out the linear as well. And looking at the linear for a bit more detail in the upper frequencies, we can see here that slight boost as well, and that little bit of increase in the low end. So no surprises here. Now, beyond listening for the difference, doing a comparison with music allows us to assess the response of the headphones across a broad range of frequencies, all being reproduced at the same time. And so when I look at the comparison here on a log basis, again, I see that boost in the higher frequencies. It really starts kind of above 5-6K, very slight boost, as well as in the low frequencies, kind of below 180, even 200 hertz. Certainly the profile here follows the general shape, so I wouldn't say these headphones are overly coloring the sound. They're just providing some emphasis where it's normally required for the application. Let's check the linear out as well. And the additional detail of the linear comparison shows us those high frequencies that are increased slightly above the curve of the original music here. And of course, we're seeing that thickening up in the low frequencies as well. And this is a sample of spoken words, so we can compare the sound of the recording directly versus the sound through the headphones. And this is a sample of spoken words, so we can compare the sound of the recording directly versus the sound through the headphones. Now for spoken word, it's very important that the mid frequencies don't get lost in amongst overboosted bass or highs. So when I look at the analysis here, again, the log analysis, what I see is a slight presence boost, and I hear that actually when I'm using the headphones, but it's not so much that the mids are underemphasized. In fact, the curves follow each other pretty faithfully. The lower frequencies are below most of the vocal range, so they don't really have much of an impact here. So overall, for spoken word, I'm going to say these headphones give you a reasonable representation with a slight increase in presence or clarity. And again, on the linear basis, really no surprises here. We see that little more detail in the presence area, a little bit more high frequency there. The low frequency really isn't going to impact things here, so these headphones actually do a reasonable job for spoken word. And I know a lot of you are looking for an all-around set of headphones that you can use for a variety of applications, maybe including some light gaming. So let's check out some game audio.
Touchdown! Not even a scratch! The jungle awaits!
Now listening back, I'd say these headphones did a competent job of reproducing the game audio. Certainly wasn't excellent or outstanding, but if it was going to be an overall use pair for a lot of different cases, I would say they're okay. One thing though, the comfort on these headphones is going to be an issue if you want to use them for gaming, any really long-term listening. More on that when I talk about build quality. Now I'll have a full link for features and specifications in the description below, but suffice to say these headphones are a 5 to 22,000 Hz frequency response. Most importantly, their 32 ohm impedance and 109 dB of sensitivity means you'll be able to use these with any kind of device, phone, tablet, computer. You won't need a special headphone amp at all. Now taking a look at the build quality of these headphones, first of all, let you know they are all plastic construction and they sure creak around a lot when you move them. The ear pads do swivel 90 degrees, but doesn't really inspire confidence, the sound that I'm hearing on here. Again, the adjustments are stepped, so it will lock in place for where you like to use them. The cables are permanently attached as well, and that's not something I like to see, certainly on a DJ or music production headphone, especially when it's a straight cable where there's going to be no forgiveness if you step on it or catch it on anything. So again, not so happy about that. They do fold up into a really compact package, so that's one thing that's really good to see here. If you want to transport them around with you, they're going to do a job for you there. Now, the other thing to think about here is the ear pads. I mentioned earlier when we did the game audio that these ear pads are uncomfortable. They get very warm even after about 10 minutes of use. And so if I was going to use these for a long period of time, I'd have to say that I'd be changing the ear pads on it. That would be a deal breaker for me on these. So, these are the affordable range of Shure's DJ headphones. I think there's a lot to be gained by stepping up to the 750 model that has the detachable cables, also has different ear pads on them. So as an entry level, I would have thought Shure could do a little better job than this actually. I think there are some better options. Now, after spending some time with these headphones and doing some tests, I'll give you a few of my thoughts. In terms of the audio quality, when I think of DJ headphones, often we get boosted bass and boosted treble, sometimes really overhyped bass. That is not the case with these headphones. Yes, they do have a slight boost in the low end and the presence, but it doesn't create a scooped sound. It doesn't sound over boosted when you're listening to them. So for audio quality, I'm going to say that's actually very good on these headphones, makes them usable for music production as well as regular listening. Now on the negative is going to be the build quality. The all plastic construction, all the creaking, that kind of scares me. I'm not happy with the ear pads on these headphones. I find them very uncomfortable to wear, really warm, even after a short period of time. Never mind the hours of listening I did to kind of get used to the sound of these headphones. So that's a consideration for me. All that being said, at the time of recording, these headphones are a little under $80 US, so they're a very inexpensive option for getting started in a DJ type headphone. And or even if you want to do music production or content creation, they will get the job done for you. For me, the ear pad comfort alone is a deal breaker, and I think the cable as well is something I wouldn't be too happy with. So I think you can do a little better than this. Overall, again, sound is good, build not so great. And if you're looking for ideas to level up your audio, whether it's headphones, microphones, or audio gear, check out one of the videos on the screen. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.